Hey guys, what is going on? This is Zip of RageQuitTV casting the SCReddit.EU tournament. We have Raziel versus Kage, and I believe this is the round of 16, which means it's the third round, and it is now BO3s. I'm pretty sure, not 100% positive. I am not looking at the brackets. I am just judging based on maps. This is the third map I saw. I saw Metalopolis. I saw a Shattered Temple. This is Xel'Naga Caverns, so I am guessing it's the third round of this tournament, which does mean, yes, BO3s will have games back-to-back. Kage versus Raziel. Before this game, I heard Raziel was done good, so we'll see what he does. High expectations from this Terran. And we do have a 9 pylon going up for Kage, going to be getting 11 and 12 probes most likely, then throwing down a gateway. We will find out very soon. And here we go, chrono boosting those probes out, gonna get 2 really quick. And what do we have from Raziel? Gonna get this supply depot, gonna go to 12 SCVs, and then build his barracks. So very standard play coming out from both players. I'm curious if we will see a gas or this will be a 1 racks expansion type build. We do have the SCV around 12 just going out to scout. And he is like Naniwa, just wants to scout everywhere. And let's see what his pattern is. Gonna check this area and then go up. I really don't like this. Xel'Naga Caverns is a map where if you do proxy Stargate play, right here is the big proxy place. But well, the Cybernetic core isn't up. The pylon wouldn't be up, so you wouldn't really have to worry about that too much. If you want to really stop that play, put a supply depot down here, and then you'll actually catch something going over there by chance. Generally, Protoss will not, or at least your opponent, will never really go to this area, so you won't see that supply depot. And it's just right there, and it will just do a great job at finding that little proxy play. And it doesn't really go down too often. We do have an SCV just going in and just going to be on puck right now. And I do say place the supply depot out here. I know it's kind of out of the ordinary. That's just something I do a lot, and it is another racks up as we do have a gas. But when I play either Terran or Protoss, I try to. I'm not saying I normally do because I always forget. But I'm trying to get in the habit of just placing supply depots and pylons randomly across the map. It has helped me in a lot of games deal with drops from the Terran player when I'm Protoss. And deal with any type of proxy play when I'm Terran. Killing forward pylons really quickly. It's just like having that creep. If I was Zerg, having buildings throughout the map, I look and see, oh, there's a yellow dot. What is that? Oh, that's a probe. And then go and look around that area and take it out. We do have Raziel running around, sees what is going on, forces that chrono boost on the Stalker, and now the SV is leaving. We do have that warp gate research started and another gateway being built. Tech Lab and Reactor from Raziel. The oldest build to grace StarCraft 2 is the Reactor barracks with the Tech Lab barracks. This has been around since the beta, just really strong, and he will go for a command center after this, I would assume. This is pretty much a build that can defend against anything. The thing that Zergs lack is one go-to build that is just safe. You can get expansion up. It doesn't hurt your macro too much. And, well, nothing can really break it. We do have this SCV still just scouting around, looking everywhere. I really do like this play from Raziel. Just making sure nothing is hidden. No hidden tech going down. This SCV just runs all the way around. Always pays attention to that scouting SCV. He has even hotkeyed it to number 3. We do have that Robo facility going down, so it looks like a 2-gate Robo. Also very common build. And a Stalker going down here. I'm not sure if that was a misclick. But he's also just looking for hidden tech. Both these players just running all around, maybe checking for a ninja base. We do have an SCV over here behind the brush. Did see the Nexus go down. And this is going to be like Raziel's cue to go and attack. And the Stalker is going to catch 2 Marines. The Marauders do have concussive shells, so if they get 1 hit off on that Stalker, it is completely dead meat. The Marauder should just be trailing behind. Raziel does know what is coming. He does cancel that Nexus. And if you're wondering why the 2 SEs were brought, they were brought for bunkers. So he's not really planning on using these to attack. He is most likely just going to turtle up, build some bunkers. This Nexus does get canceled. Nice job by Kage. 3rd gate going up and another pylon. And there we go. 2 bunkers being built. And those Marines almost getting picked off. That was a slightly better force here. Those Marines would have went down. And one thing Kage should do when he sees this is put a pylon down here. The next pylon should be down here, so if you ever need to, you can whoop down. And another bad force field from Kage, always leaving one U. I'm not sure why he's doing that. Those are just misclicks. Or if for some reason this is like MLG Xel'Naga, which I don't believe it was, and they ninjally increased the ramp size. I do know MLG has updated some of the maps for Columbus in 3 weeks, I believe it is. Immortal is coming out to help defend. We do have a Stalker down here. I would love to see a pylon down here, allowing him to whoop in units. And a good thing with that is Raziel may not be keeping up with this contain. You'll see a lot of TAM players get these bunkers up, assume they're invulnerable, and then just go completely macro heavy. If you have the pylon down here, you can start whooping in units and go for kind of this contain. The reason these bunkers are in such a strong place is because they're attacking against this ramp. And Protoss will not really have... They'll kind of get choked up, and they'll be right here, not attacking, and flanking is much, much more beneficial. But Raziel is bringing in many units. We do have a Whoop Prism coming out, and looks like he will be going in to attack Raziel and using these sentries to keep Raziel out of his base. 4 Zealots do get picked up in that Whoop Prism, and now Kage just has to keep an eye on his base and make sure he gets those force fields down. A scan does go down, but it just misses the Whoop Prism. But oh my god, Lone Marine scouts that Whoop Prism. Very nicely done by Raziel, going through this position, looking for any type of play like this. Stims that Marine, trying to catch up to this Whoop Prism. If this goes down, that will be huge. The shields are gone, but well, it's actually almost low. It does go into kind of a safe zone. We do have now Marines and Marauders coming out, and this Whoop Prism could get picked off. It does see that. And Kage, ooh. Kage is in for some hurt. Now just going to drop those Zealots. Marine is going to get picked off. We do have the second base up for Raziel. Going over this wood count, you do see 30 SCVs versus 32 probes. But the key thing is that Command Center is up. He does have a smaller army, and he realizes that probably, since he's now no longer reinforcing, so he cancels the contain. Doesn't want to lose anything for nothing. May be smart to leave like one guy in each bunker, and that could just scare Kage a little bit. But he is going to salvage that, and the Colossus is coming out. He only got 75 minerals for that. Not the full 100, but these Zealots are going to go down without any damage. Well, they do hit and actually kill a Marine. May kill another one. And yeah, the second Marine does die. But well, 2 Marines for 4 Zealots. Really fair trade there. We do have Colossus now coming out. So Kage did throw up 4 gates, which is really not good if you're going for Colossus. Kind of panicked on his one base play, getting as many units as he possibly can, building an extra gateway. Didn't exactly need that. If he didn't build that, he probably could have got that Colossus out much earlier. Now building 2 extra pylons. And a Viking is coming out from Raziel. He is going to be able to see that Robotech and possibly get a few hits off on that Colossus, but he does have shield. And looks like he is just scouting all around the map. Look at this pattern. What the heck is he doing? It looks like he is pretty much the look at almost every base or go next to every base. So it looks like he's looking for forward pylons. He's not looking at the bases, not worried about any ninja bases. We do see Kage taking that gold base. But I would love to see Kage have bases in this check. But he is just looking everywhere for forward pylons. Didn't really think Kage did throw up any ninja bases, so I guess he's right about that. So, and looks like we do have Raziel going to take out these gold rocks. Gonna go on his second base. And going into this food, it's only 106 to 100. So Kage still in this game. Don't count this guy out. I would love to see the Zealots in the front, because if we have engagement, those Zealots may just kind of do nothing. Sit behind all the Stalker wall and, well, get picked off. We do have Raziel seeing where the force is of Kage. Gonna lift up in a dropship. We do have an observer coming out to so this doesn't happen, but it happened just before the observer gets there, so Kage is not going to be seeing this drop coming. The problem with getting the base down here, ninjing this gold, is your whole army has to be down here to defend it. It is extremely, extremely out of position. to deal with drops. And we do have that charge going down. Kage taking out a pylon. Gonna be taking out the Twilight Council, and it looks like we do have an engagement. Kage just says, you know what? I'm just gonna attack you. You're in my base. With that, you can't have too much to defend. Raziel, though, with the clutch pickup of his units, avoiding those forces, and is just gonna retreat back home. And Raziel is dealing a lot of damage to Kage's base, taking out this robo facility now. We do have Kage coming back. These Marines and Marauders have done the damage. And oh my god, gonna snipe this Colossus. Yes, he does. And now he gets out, and a medevac could go down. 6 Stalkers will one-shot a medevac. But a lot of those Stalkers were caught behind this gateway, so they did not do anything. And here we go. We're gonna have an engagement here. Those Zealots did not get charged because that Twilight Council got sniped. So a lot of action from Raziel. Gonna take out those Zealots. And he may drop back in. No, he is bringing this dropship back. Does have this one around. So looking for just any type of forward pylons or ninja bases from Kage. Not going to find any. And Kage is getting that Twilight Council yet again. And his robo facility so he can produce some Colossus. While Raziel goes on his gold base. Going over this income tab, units tab, you do see 48 SCVs versus 37 probes, 18 Marauders, 5 medevacs, 4 Vikings, 33 Marines versus 4. Okay. Versus 8 Zealots, 1 Immortal, 11 Stalkers, and 1 Warp Prism with 5 Sentries for those Force Fields and Guardian Shield. Going into the upgrades, we don't see any upgrades coming out from Kage. How about Raziel? Raziel does have 1 weapons. Is getting a Ghost Academy now. That Ghost much cheaper. You can use a lot of Ghost. Now in your composition, here we go. Stim going off, gonna kite those Zealots. Charge is not done, it has just now started. Those Vikings are just sitting around like, what are the Colossus? Oh yeah, we killed the Robo facility. No Colossus out. And there is the GG from Kage. We'll find out if it is a BO3. I am pretty darn sure it is a BO3.